I'm going to tell you guys why I decided to get off birth control. I realize I've never shared this online. This topic is so important to me because I don't feel like enough people talk about it. Women aren't warned or told about the negative side effects of birth control before getting on it. So this is what happened to me. I was put on the pill when I was 14, and I really everyone, it's handed out like candy. Everyone I knew was on it, and that's just kind of what you did. But when I was like 17, 18, I actually suffered like a little mini stroke, which, if you don't know, is a side effect of oral contraceptives. So I went through that, and then at the same time-ish, I was diagnosed with a thyroid disorder. So that really just ruled out the pill. And then when I was like in my early 20s, I decided to get an IUD, which sounded awesome. Like, I didn't get my period. I didn't have to deal with, any of the side effects. So I was like, great, no period, no problem. So I was on the Mirena for a while. And then probably when I was like 24, 25, I started getting abnormal pap smears every single time I would go into the gynecologist. And I had so many abnormal pap smears to the point where they were like, okay, you're going to have to go get cervical biopsies to make sure that you're not developing cervical cancer. So as a 24-year-old, hearing that obviously freaked me out. I had to get biopsies every 6 months, probably for at least 3 years, which was not fun. At that time, I was just started school for nutrition. I started doing a deep dive of hormonal birth control, like what are the risks, what it's doing to my body, why isn't my body clearing these abnormal cells. Which really led me down this entire rabbit hole of holistic health. I ultimately decided to get out my IUD after doing all that research and going through school for nutrition. And my abnormal pap smears cleared within 6 months. Now, I'm not saying that I was 100% the IUD's fault, but to me, having all of these risks involved with hormonal birth control, it just wasn't my journey, wasn't my path. I needed to get it out. But once I did get off of birth control, I went through crazy mood swings. My acne was back in full swing, and I had so much anxiety that I've never had before. I think that this topic is just not talked about enough because those are all very normal things that can happen to you if you are on birth control and are going to transition off of it. Some women get off and are totally fine, but for me, that was just not my experience, and I know I'm not the only one. But your body goes through a lot when you are on hormonal birth control. And there's so many things we can do nutritionally and lifestyle-wise to combat that. And I don't think women's health is talked about enough. So I just wanted to come here and share my story and see if there's anyone else out there that has a similar story or is struggling with any of these topics, because I'd love to help, and let's chat, because we should just open up the discussion because we're all going through this and we all need help.